see, 'cause I think I do when you're next to me.
We flew Southwest for this trip, and with a short layover in Houston, we arrived in Belize City. Shout out to Southwest Companion Pass that allowed me to travel for free on this trip. Hi guys, we made it to Belize, and our next stop is San Pedro. To get to San Pedro, it's an island, so there is a service from Airlines and Maya Airlines here that have these really small 12-seater aircraft. So you have another option of taking a water taxi, but that takes longer, and I just can't wait to get to the island, so I decided to get on one of these aircraft. It's just a short 15 minutes ride. As we were boarding the aircraft, they offered me the co-pilot seat, and I could not be more excited. The views were to die for. We landed at San Pedro airport and hopped into one of the taxis waiting by the airstrip. It was around $5 to our resort, which I understand is like a flat fare if you want to go anywhere on the island. Look at this place, so pretty. Our room is right here, the second from the beach. It gives you this amazing view, and you have direct access to the pier. And this big water slide if you want to make a splash into the Caribbean Sea.
Perfect way, time, zone, speak. Got me on delay, 'cause across a million seas, would you do that for me?
Next morning, we went out and rented ourselves this golf cart. It costed us $90 for 2 days. This is what the locals use here as well to get around the island. While tooling around the island, we stumbled upon this amazing restaurant called LV's Kitchen. If you are there, you have to try it. We just had a quick lunch and headed back to the resort. We decided to lay low today, so we just went out and grabbed ourselves some local Belkin beer from a grocery store, and then sat down on the front porch and just sipped on some cold beer, and we watched yet another amazing Caribbean sunset. That night we got super lucky when we found this restaurant called El Fogon. This restaurant is the reason that I will be going back to Belize. Trust me when I say this, the Belizean food that is served here is simply amazingly delicious. You have to try it. Next morning, we woke up bright and early, and after a quick stop at this local coffee shop, headed to the Secret Beach. To get to the Secret Beach, you have to actually cross this bridge onto the north side of the island. They charge you around $5 both ways, so make sure you carry some cash. The road itself is super bumpy, and it's almost around 40 minutes to get to Secret Beach, so be very careful, drive slowly. And in the end, you will be rewarded by free parking and crystal clear blue water where you can literally walk a mile into the sea and still be able to touch the seabed.
I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever.
So the beach, I think, has 4 restaurants, and everything, including the lounge chairs, water floaters, the submerged picnic benches, are free for everyone to use as long as you are patronizing one of the 4 restaurants there. We went with the Maruba Beach Resort, and I was so impressed with the service. The server actually went out of his way to get me a free set of brand new snorkeling equipment, which literally just made my day.
Come get lost with me, just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost, we'll get.
Next stop of the day was Tranquility Bay Resort. There are no Google route options for this place, so you basically do it the old school way. Get to the east side of the island and then follow the coast towards north, and then you will arrive at Tranquility Bay Resort. In hindsight, it was not a great idea to take a golf cart to this resort. Navigating a golf cart on sand is super tough, and the ride is very bumpy. It took us around 2.5 hours to get to this place. A better way to get here is by boat, which is what most people do. It was super bright and sunny when we arrived, and we were the only people in the restaurant. We ordered some freshly caught fish and enjoyed lunching with a spectacular view of the Caribbean. It actually started pouring while we were eating, but once we were done, luckily enough, it stopped raining. So we decided to take a quick hammock nap before heading back on our 2.5 hours journey to San Pedro.
And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight.
Later that night, we enjoyed some freshly made El Salvadorian pupusas. And with that last delicious meal, our island escape came to an end and we headed back to the mainland the next morning.